Welcome car guys, back again. In today's video I'm going to show you why this Need for Speed is the best Need for Speed ever made. So this Need for Speed is Need for Speed Most Wanted 2012. This game is pretty much of a better remake as called a sequel of Most Wanted from 2005. In this video I'll show you 3 things why I think this game is the best from all Need for Speed series. So let's start. First, I would 100% say it is cars. There's no doubt that this game has gorgeous car models, car sounds, and also greatest handling of all games. It feels so natural driving on the roads, even though this game is almost by now old 13 years. Also, there is a high range of cars which you can unlock all over the world, like Alfa Romeo to BMW, Bugatti, Hennessy as the Venom GT Spider, Koenigsegg, Lamborghini, Land Rover, Lexus, Marussia. Much people don't know this car. It's Marussia B2. I will show later. McLaren, Mercedes-Benz, Nissan, Pagani, SRT, which is Dodge officially, and Subaru. There isn't any new cars such as Apollo, Zenvo, whatever you say. There isn't. There's just Koenigsegg Agera, some modifications, and Porsche. That's it. So as I said, this is the Marussia B2. It's very odd car. It has very weird back, sides, front. It is like an alien car, but drives very smooth and very fast. So what exactly now makes these cars so good in this game? So now I'll show you a little gameplay of me driving through the Fairhaven city. The map in here is kind of big. I wouldn't compare it to like Need for Speed Payback or Need for Speed Rivals because they have a really huge map. But this game has a brilliant map. As you can now see, I driven through the gas station, which changes color of your car. Now my Marussia is a black car. Before it was something of matte gray. Now it's a very shiny black. So I will now show you how the gas station works in a second. So here is another gas station. It's like the blue one. I will come through it. It'll fix my car and paint it blue. So my car is now blue and it's really gorgeous. Couldn't say how gorgeous it is. So another cool thing this game has is a customized car tab. It's an easy drive, which in a second will be my second point of this video. But you can customize here your car, such as tires, nitro, chassis, body, and transmission. So if I click on tires, I can see I have stock right now equipped. Then we have off-road tires for off-road officially, track for better grip, rain plates, which are some of a better sport tires, and then we have drift, which are basically just for drifting and for completing the race where you drift. Then we have like nitro, such as jump, power shot, burn. Chassis, we have stock, lightweight, reinforced, and ram. Ram means basically if you want to really crash the car, then you can do it with this. In body, there's stock, aero, and impact protection from other players crashing into you, and transmission such as long gears and short gears. If you don't know shortcut gears, I will now put a clip of how shortcut gears sound because it's gorgeous. So now this is probably it from me from cars, because there's literally not much to talk about, such as the car sounds, designs, and just the driving experience that makes this game so unique for so many people. Now let's move to my second point. I'm at the menu and I want to show you something that's really unique of this game, because not much games have it nowadays, because it's a modern time, people use mouses, clicks, etc. But this game imported a really OG style menu, which I super like because it looks great. And this game also has a feature called Easy Drive, which I will show you in a second. But now let's look at the auto log. So here at the first tab down here, we have driver details. In here you can see single player progress, milestones, which is how many money you've got, multiplayer progress, whereas your milestones, how many you've got from multiplayer. I got 0 because the servers are probably dead. And here's collectible milestones, which is how much you made from collectibles. Also here's a license plate where you can customize your license plate as you want. So I can select this Pagani here and have this gorgeous ultimate Pagani racing. At the second tab we have map, which is also very original because we have this red circle which automatically attaches to races. So when you're near a race, it'll go to this. And also, I didn't say it, but you can just move with your arrows. So with your arrow keys, I move here, but it's really hard and really bad to navigate through. But sometimes it is much simpler than just with a mouse if you have high DPI. Also, as you can see, when I'm on something, there's a red around me, which is very cool, small detail. Now the third, there's multiplier. I won't show much of it. There's just one, my friend. Ignore it. Don't search him up. Don't do anything, please. Just this is a finding public game or creating for your friends game. This is really boring to do, and I would recommend anyone to go to multiplayer because it's just the worst. Now at the fourth we have friend recommendations, which is also very old feature where it recommended friends based on who you played with the multiplayer with. So if you played multiplayer with Ladies Man 217, let's say.
Are you username LadiesMan217?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Are you username LadiesMan217?
Yeah?
Then you can just go on the left side here and add him by this recommendations tab. Now the fifth, it's quite obvious what will be on there. It's settings. There's just 5 settings here. First is audio, where you can set your music. I cannot set it on 100 because there's copyright. But I'll play you one of the most iconic songs that's in here for 10 seconds. Battles have begun. Revenge will surely. Now there's SFX volume, speaker setup, which was really modern in that year, music order, and reverberation, which makes your sound just sound better. Man, in 2012 it was a game changer. Now there's display, where screen calibration, margin scale. Then we have graphics, where you can change your resolution, levels of shadows, blah blah blah. You can set this on 100 everywhere because it will lag you. It will just go to like super sampling to 4 times, and it just won't do anything because this game just is like Roblox. It doesn't take any much of your RAM, graphics card, or CPU, so you're completely okay. Then we have gameplay, where we have our units if we want. US Imperial, miles per hour. Yeah, we're going miles. Or metric, such as in Europe, in Germany, you have some kilometers per hour. It's also in Italy. It is almost a whole Europe metric system. Then we have subtitles, where we can see just whatever is happening. Vibration for controller. And then we have control, which is now keyboard, because I just use keyboard and control is really bad for this. Additional is manual and credits, which I won't go to, but if you want to, you can read the manual like a book and look onto the credits as you want to thank them 13 years later, of course. Then at the last tab, the 6th tab, we have the store, which is not available and forever will not be. It was made for DLCs such as the Hennessy pack, Porsche pack, and much more, such as the airport pack, but now it's gone. You can buy it only on Steam or EA Store, and that's probably it from the autolog. Now let's move on to the easy drive. As you can see, I'm now open the easy drive on my left side. I will zoom onto it. So in the easy drive there's lots of things. I've already showed you the customize car tab. I've used the change car tab, that's what I use for changing my cars. But first there are autolog recommends, which there's like somehow AI program to do challenges for you over your friends or milestones. So you can really do that challenges to make yourself better and just be greater. The second we have is really important for you. It's races. Here you have every race for this car. Each of these races, such as terminal velocity, you can get a special part. Such as here, you have burn nitros for first, off-road tire for second. So if you be first, you'll get off-road tires and the burn nitro. So if you win this easy race, you'll get these two parts. You can install them and just have them forever. Third tab we have is customize car. I've already showed you, but I will show you a second time. You have here these 5 tabs: tires, nitro, chassis, body and transmission. If you want to look how it looks, go like 2 minutes back in the video. You'll see how I showed it to you. In the fourth tab we have change car, where we can change any car you want from any car you've earned. In the fifth tab we have most wanted cars. These are the cars you need to beat to defeat the game. So basically these are the top 10 cars, and these are DLC cars, which are like Hennessy Venom, Porsche, etc. Then we have the multiplayer tab, when you can do the same as in an autolog, find public game or create friends game, which we won't do for now. And the final we have the store, where you say if you want to continue use the store, you will say no, and it won't do anything. So that's probably everything from the easy drive. I think it's really original in this game, because other Need for Speed games really lack these features that are almost like in real life, like a real life display of what is inside your car, like maps, you know, etc. But this is really cool feature which most of the Need for Speed games don't have these days. So the final thing I really loved about this game is the funness of this game. In complete honesty, this game is so fun and not repetitive that I would be able to play it 3 times all over again. Let me tell you why. First thing, there's an ignition button. When you hold I, there's an ignition where you can start up your car. So just hear that. Did you hear that? That was the ignition of the car. Also, when you click it, it will turn off your car. So I will click it, I'll turn off my car. Now the second super fun thing in this game is the absolutely horrible, or it's not horrible, but for that year, crash physics. Because in this game, when you crash into someone, your game becomes somehow of a laggy. So let me show you how it works, because you won't probably believe me. But as you can see now, I've crashed into the wall of this huge park, and my car is kind of destroyed. It's not destroyed completely, but it has the hood off and the front windshield destroyed. But let me show you more. When I drive with the nitros on, I will go into 200 miles. Boom. Now I crashed myself into a police guy. He's now chasing me, but as you can see, my car is now highly damaged. So that's the third part of the funness. Now the fourth part has already begun. I didn't even say what it is. It's a police chases. The police chases in this game are awesome. They're isn't more difficult thing than here chasing you police with Heat 6. I mean, in Need for Speed Heat it is also hard, in Unbound it is horrifying, and in Payback it's kind of hard, but as you can see now I entered cooldown, and I mean the police chases in this game are so intense sometimes, it's really awesome of me. I mean, racing here against the police guys, it's really fun. And I mean, now it's dark time, as you can see, I can show you even the dark and night of this game. When you race against the police cars, it gets really funny when they start crashing into each other, crashing into gas stations, buildings, falling off cliffs. You know, it's really funny to me. Now, what's the fifth thing, you might be saying? What's the fifth thing of the fun part? There's lots of things I already said, but what's the fifth thing, Victor? Well, here I have a perfect example. This is Mercedes-Benz SL65 AMG. Now, do you see that down there? There's got press E to drive car. So, what happens if I press E? Did you saw that? There was a Mercedes logo. This is what I love about this game. The small details that much players won't even notice. So whenever you jump into a car that has some branding, which all of the cars in this game have, you will swap onto it and your car which you were driving in will be parked next to it. So now I'm inside this Mercedes, I can go anywhere I want, buy Hennessy, and I can drive really anywhere I want. So this is probably the fun part, number 5. Also, it does the same thing when you go to East Drive, change car, and go to, I can say, Koenigsegg. So when you sell a Koenigsegg HRR, you can say where you want to go. So I want to go 192 East. I don't know where it is. You go jump to car, and when I press this, the logo will appear. Insane, right? Now it's loading because it's a 13-year-old game, and now we're inside a Koenigsegg Jera, which is my dream car. Yeah, actually my dream car, but with a roof. This is something like a spider without a roof. So yeah, that's probably it from me. It was top 3 things why I think this is the best Need for Speed game in the Need for Speed franchise. It's just my opinion, so don't just grab my words, but thanks for watching. Oh, there's the police chasing me. Make sure to subscribe, make sure to like, and see you at the other gameplay video. Bye!